All right, everybody, welcome back to Curse of Strahd. We are in session 9. Our adventurers are still in the village of Vallaki. We've had about a 2 week break. I appreciate you guys being patient with me as I dealt with some work stuff and the Northwest catching on fire and pretty much shutting me and Zoc down for a little bit there. But things are back to semi-normal, and I'm excited to get back into the adventure. And I'll do a little bit of recap, and then we'll kind of kick it off. Um, so, if you guys recall, you had journeyed from the village of Barovia, which is in the land of Barovia, and you had pretty much you'd started your adventure here in the village of Barovia, made your way to Searpool, where you met Madame Eva, had the cards read, and were given sort of this idea of where these items of power in the land might be that could help you, as well as an ally in the land that might help you, a man that owns a monkey, is what the prophecy said. And you continue to make your way with Irina west. You had an interesting encounter with Count Strahd in the woods where he was trying to attack Irina, but then the real Count Strahd jumped down from a tree, killed that fake Strahd, which turned out to be a vampire that he claimed was a rebel servant of his, and proclaimed his love to Irina and said he wanted to court her properly, and that he had asked you to guard her and get her safely to Vallaki, where you would hand her over to a woman named Lady Wachter, who would basically oversee the courtship. And so you guys continued to make your way west toward Vallaki till you got to the point where you were out of eyesight of Castle Ravenloft, the first time that had happened since you arrived at the land. And got a little sidetracked with a adventure with some witches. You guys found the old bone grinder mill. It was occupied by a coven of witches. You guys, I know I'm summarizing like 2 hours of combat, but we dispensed with the witches and we continued on to Vallaki. And got there, and that was the last full session we played, which sort of you guys exploring Vallaki. Now, Vallaki is very much. Oh, let me get this out of the way. Vallaki is very much different than Barovia. Barovia, as we talked about, was kind of it's at the foot of the mountain where Castle Ravenloft is. There's this very almost oppressive feeling in Barovia. It's very destitute. Vallaki has much more of a city feel, though from the lands you guys have traveled before you came to Barovia, it would not necessarily be considered a big city, but it does have walls. It does have some type of economy to it, and it also has a ruler. And by the way, I know that last session we were only playing for a few minutes, and I was like, I've been calling him the Baron, and that's not accurate. No, I was right originally. He calls himself Baron Vargas, and he runs this city, pretty much an iron fist. You guys, when you made your way into the city, you saw a guy who was in stockades because he had made fun of the festivals that the Baron likes to throw. You got to the gate of the city, and there were all these wolf heads everywhere, and there were these signs saying that the Wolf's Head Jamboree was on, but it actually had just ended, and they were cleaning up the wolf heads and cleaning off those signs, and they were putting up these new signs saying that in a few days we were going to have the Festival of the Blazing Sun, and that everyone was required to be there, rain or shine. Had a little interaction with the guards, Nico, that I thought was pretty entertaining. I don't know that the party, I think it made the
No,
party
they
kind of
hate it.
nervous, but
And I'm still on the outs with them, but I'm doing my best to make it up to them.
yeah,
It was stupid.
just having
It
fun,
was
right?
stupid, dude.
Just
Um,
playing games.
Just yep. So
but
someone
you,
loses a head.
yep. But you navigated that pretty well, and oh, that looks a lot better. I didn't realize I could zoom up like that.
There it is.
There we go. So you guys got into Vallaki. Like I said, you kind of discovered it in a lot of ways at first glance. It definitely just feels like a normal town, not nearly as oppressive as Barovia. Um, I'm also just gonna I kind of maybe mentioned this in passing, or maybe I didn't, but I want to make sure I retcon that you guys are aware of this. Nobody has seen Strahd himself in this city in like nobody has seen him in forever, if ever. And so there's this weird acknowledgement that he's the lord of the land, but for all intent purposes within these city walls, he doesn't seem to have any weight or authority. Though you notice people don't like to say his name in like
He's
a
more like a
reverential
boogeyman kind of thing.
kind of, yeah. People will whisper about the devil Strahd, or they'll just say you know who in kind of that Voldemort kind of way. But there's no like outward acknowledgement of Strahd as having direct control of the city, like unlike in Barovia, the village, where he was literally giving decrees on who was going to be running the village and all that. So a little different. You guys, we talked about it last time, but you guys met Blinsky, the toy maker, who owned a monkey named Enos, and learned about all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to recap everything there, but you guys learned that there's um, all kinds of political things kind of happening in the city with the Baron. You, nope, I don't want to show that. Hold on. You guys eventually made your way to here. The Blue Water Inn. And you met a young boy named Brom who was jumping off the shed outside trying to fly, and kind of made friends with him. He said his parents owned the Blue Water Inn. You went into the Blue Water Inn, fairly crowded place. You know, good food kind of smelling in the air, some wine flowing, some interesting characters kind of filled up the end. You pretty much focused your attention on the people there to the left, which are the Mardikovs. Erwin, the older man, and his wife standing next to him, Danica, they own the Blue Water Inn. And the woman there was a woman named Elisa who kind of was vocally criticizing her aunt and uncle. And seemed to be kind of anti Strahd and anti like wanting to do good things in the land. And you guys had a pretty good interaction. I think Disdain, you kind of connected with her a little bit. Didn't you guys make plans to meet up or something later?
I got drinks tonight.
Aha, yeah, okay.
I got drinks.
I remember.
Buy a new
Yeah.
one.
And then
Yeah.
then you guys had that discussion about what do we do with Irina, because you've promised Strahd to deliver her to Lady Wachter. You've promised her brother that you'll keep her safe, and he has told you that Lord Vasily is a safe person to leave her with. But what you know in your sort of heart of hearts is that if you just leave her, it would probably be very bad for her. And so you guys did leave her in the inn, which felt relatively safe. You barricaded her up in a room, and decided to set out onto the town. And I believe that's when it became a discussion about going to see Vasily or not.
Yeah.
So okay, so that's the recap. So did I miss anything, or
Yeah,
do
we
you
also-
guys want to
we also-
revisit, or
Yeah, we also paid Brom to watch Irina, so he better hold up. This
No, we didn't
8-year-old
pay him,
kid better
but-
hold up his end. You know.
That reminds me, what's our money situation? Rogar, how much gold do you have?
I have 48 gold coins left.
Okay,
and
so
8 silver and 2 copper.
okay, all right, and Nico.
Nico's got 43 gold coins because he got
43?
taxed. 50 gold for the stunt.
You idiot.
Also, Nico is playing on the street corners now for money.
Disdain, how much do you got?
71 gold.
Okay, and Rogar, what do you got?
I have 357.
You're you are
Making progress towards that full plate, man.
Big surprise. Big surprise
he's
there.
got the money. He's got the money.
Big surprise, dude.
No, hold on. Because Disdain, didn't you get a lot of money when we sold that thing?
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
gave some to Nico.
That's right. Which
I've
I
been buying
basically,
drinks and stuff.
yeah, but also you gave some to Nico, which he basically lost. It was a
Yeah.
even. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah. The cut you gave Nico was like 50 gold, and that was what the fine was. So
So
I'm gonna have to
you're all
pay that
you're
back
all
to
bad
you.
with money, is what I'm seeing here.
Yeah,
the
dude. Yeah.
big
Well,
ass dragon can hold his money.
Weren't you
But
the only one? Weren't you the only one in the guild like that got in Warcraft that got up to like 1,000,000 gold?
Yeah,
in
dude.
retail?
Dude, right now in retail, he's got like 6 million gold. I guarantee
No,
it.
You are good with fantasy money. That's all I know.
I have 40 million on retail, I believe.
Oh my god.
Get
Wow.
some.
I think
Jeez
it's
Louise.
it's stupid high. It might not be that much, but it's dumb high. Anyway, carry on.
Go on IG Vault, search Weezin, buy from him. You know, it's safe, it's
Yeah.
secure.
That's how he
Good
gets the
idea.
money though. He pulls out of those deals after he gets
Yep.
paid and
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
That's a
Well,
good idea.
So okay, so now I know where you guys are. All right, so you when we had left off last session, you had approached the home of Lord Vasily, and you heard some battle sounds happening in the yard, and you guys had run up on that property. And so I do want to pause because I felt like there was maybe a little inter-party drama going on about that. So is everybody on the same page about going there?
Yeah, I mean we're here.
I'm okay. Yeah.
All right, but
Okay.
hold on. So we basically retconned the whole 5 minutes we did last time, right? So
Yes.
we're still walking up.
We're walking up and seeing the
Yes.
battle sounds.
All right.
Yep.
I haven't been able to pull this yet, so this is just maybe a question. Divine sense. Okay, how big is the range on that thing?
It should say next to it.
I can't pull it. For whatever reason, the handbook's not pulling up. So
I will.
what I would like to do before we get there, when we're in close enough proximity, I want to cast that thing to see if we get any bad
Yeah.
guys.
Well, I did look into that for you because I felt this coming. And the player's handbook says you could probably define sense that over that mountain over yonder, man.
Okay.
I don't know. Let me double check.
I do.
Yeah,
And
I
I
think
can
it's-
divine sense over that mountain, probably
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure mountain over
60
yonder
feet.
is
60 feet. Okay.
Okay.
All
So at 60 feet before we get there,
Yeah.
they're distracted by metal clinging. I'm going to lot up and I'm going to define sense and
Okay.
see if there's any bad in our vicinity.
Yeah, so you would be able to detect celestial, fiend, or undead with that ability within 60 feet.
Correct.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, so you just sort of attune yourself. You feel you've used this ability in Faerun before, which is the land you guys came from before you got to Barovia, and it always felt really crystal clear. You know, for some reason, and it's working. It's 100% working, but it's almost like you can hear music on the radio, but there's a little bit of static. You know, and you sort of. Well, I'll tell you what. Give me an insight roll.
Let's see. It's been a minute. Hang on.
Yeah, take your time.
Okay.
We'll knock the cobwebs off here.
Love it.
So it's this plus 4.
So 16. Okay. So with the insight, what you're able to kind of figure out is it's the land itself. There's something dark about this land that all your holy powers, they're working, but it's like the difference between, drinking a milkshake with a big straw versus a little straw. You're getting the power, it's working, but it's not flowing the way you're used to it flowing. So but you feel like it's working, and within 60 feet you would detect any celestials, fiend, or undead. So you see the sounds of you hear the sounds of battle, and as you round the corner, one of the things about this property that's really interesting is even though in Barovia, even when the sun's out, it's still kind of grayish. It never feels like the sun is just out. Zoc and I know what that's like living in the Northwest in the fall. But when you get on this property, the sun feels almost normal. Almost like this particular piece of property just kind of is getting more sunlight than normal. And you see a very handsome younger guy in gleaming armor. And he's got a sword held up above what seems to be a young teenage girl who has a stick, like a bow staff, and she's kind of on her knees with the bow staff up, and he's bringing the sword down on her as you guys round the corner. So what do you want to do?
Nico's gonna rush up to him and very much in character, all made up and super sexy. Nico, she's gonna say, "Oh, don't kill that poor child! Please spare her! I cannot imagine what she may have done to you, Lord."
Okay, well, I'm gonna give you inspiration for that. That's great.
Oh no!
So he spins around, and the girl looks up too, and he says, "It's a training exercise, ma'am." He looks at the girl. Do you know her? Is she one of your family? And the girl goes, "No, my lord, I don't know who she is." And she stands up, and she goes, "My lord's just training me to fight." Um, and he says, "Well, don't just stand there on the edge of the property. Approach. Who are you?"
Oh my stars! Thank you for your mercy. Thank you. It's just a training exercise. Oh my stars! Bless you, bless you, bless you. What is your name, Lord? You are so kind to train young girls to defend themselves.
Well, if you don't know who I am, you must not be from here, and by the looks of your companions, you certainly are not from here. My name is Vasily von Holt. I'm lord of this manor and member of the nobility of Vallaki. Be welcome here. Approach. Introduce
Lord, you have
yourselves.
a beautiful estate. You have a beautiful estate, and you have even a more beautiful complexion. God bless you. Lord bless you. We are only traveling through these lands. We have seen so much darkness, and this is the first bit of sunlight we have come across. Is it true? Is this not an illusion?
This is the touch of the morning lord. He shines upon his servants and gives us light in a dark place.
Oh, could you train me in the ways of the morning, Lord? I could use some more flowers for my home.
Well, his light is useful for flowers, but in this land it is better focused on dark powers that seek to corrupt the hearts and minds of all. And if I may say, the darkest power of all is Strahd. So if you count
Oh,
yourselves friends of Strahd, you are no friend of mine, and you would not be welcome on my property.
oh, I wouldn't go so far as to say that, but do you contend with these dark powers here? Do they ever assault this beautiful place?
There have been attempts, but to this day, as long as I draw breath, they will not succeed.
Oh, God's favor you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm just going to kind of withdraw back and back up a little bit, chewing
Morning
on my
Lord bless you,
nails.
ma'am.
He's so handsome.
He says, "Sir, get some water for our guest." And the girl says, "Yes, my lord," and she sort of skitters off. He says, "Well, don't be strangers. I've introduced myself. Who are the rest of you?"
Well, Lord Vasily, my name is Disdain. And these are my companions.
He bows to you. He says, "Disdain, be welcome here. I've only met a couple other tieflings in my life, and they were both honorable people. It is you are welcome here."
Thank you.
And Lord Vasily, I am Nadia Santos.
Nadia, be welcome. You seem to have a good heart. You thought I was hurting the girl and rushed ahead to save her. I like that.
I was so worried about the child, but everything is good now.
All right, I guess I'll move forward, extend a hand. My name is Dr. Ernest Crawford. It's a pleasure to meet you, Lord Von Holt.
He shakes your hand.
Well, when I do that, can I get a gauge of how strong he is compared to Rogar? Like the
Give me well, I guess investigation would probably be the way to go on that.
Let's get a jujitsu roll.
Jiu-jitsu.
Squeeze. I'm gonna squeeze his hand.
Let's get a grapple roll. Let's get a grapple roll.
You can do that scene from Predator, which is like, "Kill him, son of a bitch!" Just like, Dr. Crawford's got this massive bicep.
1d20 plus 8. Not too great. 13.
13. He doesn't seem crazy strong. I mean, Rogar is crazy strong, so like
Okay.
you definitely don't get a sense this guy has that level of strength. But he's got the strength of a soldier. I mean, he's definitely solid.
All right, so charisma paladin. Got it. that was it. I just give him the handshake and back off and let Rogar introduce himself.
Nadia's going to speak up here. Rogar, unless you have something.
I was just gonna say who I was, but go ahead. By all
No.
means.
Hey, listen though. Are you getting anything here, man? Are you getting any willies?
I guess that's a better question for Rocky. I assume that from what I understood from what he said, it's working, but it's staticky, so I can't make out exactly what's going on. Is that what you said?
I didn't give you an explanation of what it might mean. I can only tell you
Okay.
that you don't detect anything.
I don't detect undead or
Mm-mm.
whatever. Okay.
You feel like it's
Fiends or
working.
celestial.
You feel like it's working, and quite frankly, it would probably feel this way no matter where you are in the land. It's something about the land of Barovia. It almost has like a suppressive effect. You
Okay.
can still do your abilities, but they don't flow quite as naturally as they would
Okay.
outside of this land.
Okay. Well, I'll introduce myself. Then Nadia can do her thing. Rogar and I'm gonna reach out to shake his hand also, and I'll just a gentle squeeze just to let him know.
Well, let's do an athletics roll.
Yeah. Who the alpha is? I'm your daddy, but I lay eggs.
What's it? /R, 1d20 plus.
/R plus your athletics.
Oh yeah, I'm a baller. I can dunk.
Yeah, man. Dunk on 10 feet.
I can dunk.
Okay, let's see if he does better.
Oh.
So you ever see that old Sylvester Stallone movie Over the Top?
Over the top. Over the
Does he-
top.
does he backwards
There,
have me?
Rocky, come on.
It's kind of like that. Like you guys shake hands, and at first you're just like, and he's kind of almost like pulling back. Then he just rolls his fingers over the top and squeezes back, and you're like, ow!
Did
Like
he-
you actually have to like flinch back, and he just kind of
Did
winks
he
at you.
Did he backwards
He did,
hat me?
Yeah, he turned his hat on backwards and got in his diesel truck and drove away at the end.
Awesome. Oh, best
So-
DM on the planet 2020.
But he says, well, you're all welcome here, but you haven't stated your business. How can I help you?
Oh, we are only travelers, sir. We are only travelers. We have come by way of Barovia through many dark woods and many assaults overcame by the help of my trusted companions. And I'll tell you, I've seen so many nightmares, but the one thing that I cannot overcome is monkeys. Are there any monkeys on the property? Do you have a pet monkey, perhaps? Under your breastplate, sir, which is so bulging?
It's a peculiar question to ask, monkey. I do not own a monkey. No. Kind of laughs.
I was only stating, like, I'm not sure the particular term, but the fear of monkeys is very real, sir. We all suffer from it. All of us.
So you're doing a great job. You're putting on a bit of a performance. So I'm gonna have you give me a performance roll with advantage.
You do have this, right? This should be a good roll for you.
I do. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Okay. Let's get it.
So you get to roll twice and take the higher number.
Okay, cool. Oh, that sucked.
Yeah, two really low rolls. Well, I'm gonna roll.
Ow.
I'm gonna roll an insight, and we'll see if he rolls worse.
God, that hurts.
You can use an inspiration to re-roll if you want.
I'm going to go ahead and. I'm not sure how important it is. Guys, do you think it's important?
You're gonna be discovered.
I could be, but I could still probably play it off. What do you think, guys?
So let's go ahead and bring this above table for a sec.
Yes.
Do you, if he discovers that you're Vistani, do you trust him to not rat you out to the rest of the folks in the city of Vallaki? Because being Vistani in Vallaki is illegal. So do you trust him? If not, I would recommend you spend the inspiration. If you do, maybe it's not worth it. You might want to save it for somebody
Nico,
who would need
Nico,
the pool.
being Vistani, Nico does not trust anybody, honestly. Especially in a town where it's obviously stated that being Vistani is illegal. He's got to play it close, play it hard. So thank you for your advice, Doctor. I'm going to have to do an inspiration here, and hopefully I can roll better. Is that cool, Rocky?
Yeah.
Come on.
That's why I give them out.
+4.
12.
God,
Okay,
dude.
so I gotta beat it. I gotta roll less than a 12 on this one. Okay. Okay, rolls an 11. So
Ooh,
doesn't seem to
ooh.
catch anything. He seems to be sort of wrapped up in your performance of being this woman. Um, and he says, "So you were simply passing by and decided to walk onto
Um,
my property because you heard the sounds of battle? Am I understanding correctly?"
Not only the sounds of battle, but also the light. The light, it abounds here, and that's something we have not seen.
Well,
I
if you
feel
find
I
the, go ahead.
I was I also felt that me and my companions here clearly, as you can see, we are not from around here, right? And we have had a few pretty scary incidences throughout Barovia, and we don't feel like we want to be here forever. I don't know if you have any indication about this fog or this lord or whoever they call Strahd that keeps poking around, and it's I'm sorry, it's just been a rough few weeks.
I understand. I can tell you've been through quite a bit, and I can imagine the horrors you and your companions have had to face since arriving here. I can tell you things you probably already know, that the land of Barovia is cursed. No one, save the Vistani, know how to leave the mist safely. I can tell you that I believe with my whole heart that Strahd von Zarovich is no necromancer, as he would have people believe. I believe he is a vampire, and I believe that his intentions are evil. I believe that those who worship the light and believe in life should stand against him. And I am known for taking this position, and it is a dangerous position to take. And I have lost friends and loved ones that have allied themselves with me over this issue. Though I have never faced Strahd himself, I I find a somewhat willing partner in the Baron. He does not try to stop what I'm doing. Um, in exchange for supporting certain frivolous things like his festivals. I do believe the Baron, for all of his weaknesses, he is not a supporter of Strahd, and I respect that about him. That Lady Walkta, that's a whole other matter. Um, she's
Lord
certain.
Vasily,
Mhm.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but you said the Baron has weaknesses. Can you tell us about them?
Well, I think he's partially mad. He's mad with power. He puts people in the stockades if they don't smile enough. If you don't come to the festivals, you and your family can be placed in prison. I've told him these things are not right, but he sincerely believes that happiness keeps Strahd and the darkness of the land away from the city, and so he very, very passionately believes in trying to keep the city happy, but his way of keeping people happy is so superficial. I've tried to explain this to him, but it does not seem to work. But overall, harmless. He's not one to issue capital punishment, though his lapdog Isaac has been known to do such things. Anyway, I rant about politics, and you did not come. Sarah's brought you a water. Water, if anyone thirsty? And the girl comes out with a platter of glasses of water.
Okay,
Nadia will take a sip of a water.
Good.
Nadia is feeling good.
likewise.
I do not want to insult.
I'll take a water as well.
Unless you guys have something to say, I was going to come up.
I'll follow you. I do have something to say, but I think that yours is more impressive.
No,
Let's go.
I had something I was planning to say when I came here, but I got something else came up that I want to bring up first. Lord Vasily, von Holt, you said you believe that Count Strahd is a vampire. Why is that? I'm aware of how old he appears to be, but why do you think that specifically is what makes him so old?
My family has been in opposition of the Tsareviches since they came to this land. Um, I believe in learning from my family's history that what we thought were the descendants of the original Strahd, they were all the same man, though I use that term loosely. I
One person
believe,
pretending to be his progeny?
I do. I believe that that has been his way of moving his legacy forward. And also, there are gaps in our country's history where he did not leave his castle for 100 years. And no one knows why, and the land would return to some degree of prosperity even, and then he would reappear and re-exert his control on the land. So I believe all signs point to a vampire. Though I will say, if he is a vampire, he is like no other vampire that I have faced. The vampires I have faced technically would be considered spawns. They are not. Uh, they serve a master, and I believe that Strahd is their master.
See, thank you for sharing that.
Lord Vasily, this is all very serious information. Thank you so much for sharing.
I believe in living in the light, and if you do as well, you should go visit St. Andrew's Cathedral. I'm sure you saw it when you came into town. It is dedicated to the worship of my God, the Morning Lord, and it is a holy and safe place in this dark land. And Father Lucian is a good man who provides refuge and help to all who seek it from him.
There was one other name that you mentioned, sir, if you would entertain us, the Lady Walkta. What is your impression of her? We are only new to these lands. I hope you understand.
Well, you won't be here for long without hearing her name mentioned. She is politically genius. She is somehow openly supportive of Strahd and also openly supportive of the Baron. He allows her to um, conduct her reading groups, which everyone knows is some type of cult dedicated to the worship of Strahd. But she has some way of keeping the Baron from arresting her and dealing with her as the fiend that I believe she is. But her family is very old as mine or the Barons or even the Tsarevich family. They've been here for as long as Vallaki has been here. She's very wealthy and very powerful.
How did Vallaki grow so powerful and seemingly independent when, well, like I said, we have just passed through Barovia and it is an entirely different grip? How is Vallaki so free and independent in the
Well,
light of these facts?
the Baron would probably be able to give you a lot more history than I could, but I believe it's because we are in a defensible location. We're on top of a hill, surrounded by mountains and forest, and we have a very large lake to the north of us. The lake, until recent times, provided a bounty of fresh fish. Um, we have farmland connected to the west. It's it's been a fairly self-sustained economy. With the Vistani bring even though they're not allowed in the city, they do have a camp west of Vallaki, and they are known for bringing goods from the outside lands in. So there has been some degree, at least by Barovian standards, of prosperity in the city.
And so you allow Vistani at your gates for trade, but not inside them, correct?
That is a complicated issue. The Baron obviously understands the value of the Vistani, but he believes they are all Strahd supporters. I know that not all of them are, but there are Zaravans among them that are ardent supporters of Strahd, and I believe that the camp to the west is known for their outward support of Strahd, unlike Madame Eva and her camp. And I believe that the Baron thinks that keeping all Vistani out is just the safest way to go about things.
Thank you so much for your kind time tonight. You've answered all of my questions and you've given us water. Thank you so much. How can I repay your kindness?
Go do good in this world. Protect those
Yes.
who need protecting and
Yes,
stand
Lord.
against the darkness.
Thank you. I'm going to be coming back for my little staff lesson.
Great.
Anybody else, or should I go for it?
Yeah, let's go for it, Zach. Come on.
Lord Von Holt, this may seem like a dour subject to bring up all of a sudden, but have you heard a story that's spread around to the east of here about a mad mage who attempted to challenge Count Strahd von Zarevich not too long ago? I believe several years ago, I think it was.
I have heard some rumblings of a story like that. I believe. Well, it's strange that you would bring it up. I ran into one of the fishermen of the village, Bluto, the other day, and he claimed, though he was quite drunk when he was trying to talk to me about it, he wanted me to go investigate, and I refused. He said that he was trying to fish in the lake, and on the far northern side of the lake, a man with a staff and a robe wandered down to the edge of the lake and fired a lightning bolt from his fingertips into the water, and several dead fish floated to the top, and the man collected them and went back into the woods. If you could believe such things.
Mm.
Yeah, well, there must be another mage or something, because if the stories I've heard are even halfway true, the Mad Mage was viscerally dispatched. That wasn't the reason I asked, though. So you're not familiar with what happened with that incident?
It sounds like you know more than I do.
Several years ago, a mage came to the village of Barovia, not the land, and gathered a great deal of the young villagers in that village to challenge Strahd. They marched up to Castle Ravenloft, and things did not go well. He was defeated by Count Strahd, from what I've heard, and a great deal of the villagers were dispatched with him. What I've To the east, people know you as somebody who's a shining light in the darkness, so on and so forth. But I've heard supporters of Strahd, one in particular, who described you as a rabble rouser, which scares me because it means they know you're in open opposition to Strahd.
I, for all the hatred I bear the man, he has his spies, and I have no doubt that he knows that I am his enemy. But the difference between me and the rest of his enemies is that I do not fear him. I stand in the light of the Morning Lord, and if Strahd von Zarovich wishes to come and confront me himself, that I will stand proud and strike him down with the light of the sun. And when he says that, he holds his sun up and or his sword up, and it kind of like the sunlight hits it right at the right angle, and it just sort of gleams for a moment, and you guys almost have to turn your eyes away. Um, he says, "I challenge you all to walk in the light."
That's boss. That is boss.
I suppose
Oh,
I'll try to do my best to do that, Lord von Holt. I hope you don't make the same mistake that the Mad Mage did. Opposing Strahd, even at the detriment of yourself, that can be a noble goal, yes. But when you drag other people into it, that makes you responsible, partially at least, for what happens to them. So please don't make the same mistake that the Mad Mage did. I'm partially afraid that Count Strahd may be using you as some sort of honeypot to gather other people who want to oppose him all into one space and deal with you all
Give
at
me a
once.
persuasion roll.
Yeah. D20 plus, it's not too high, but I am proficient. Plus 2. Yeah, not great.
Okay. He says, "Honeypot." That's an interesting turn of phrase. He says, "There's probably some wisdom in what you're saying. I would say if this story of the Mad Mage that you tell is true, he made a mistake in gathering a bunch of untrained village boys to go fight a vampire in his castle. If the day comes that the Morning Lord leads me to lead such a rebellion myself, I will have an army of soldiers of light." And he kind of looks down at Sarah and ruffles her hair. He goes, "This dark land makes orphans of many children, and that I have determined that I will find the ones who are touched by the light, and I'll raise them to be great warriors." He looks at you, Rogar. He says, I sense in you that you are also a warrior of light." He goes, "Perhaps you should think about staying here and helping me train this generation."
Um, Rogar steps up and he'll say that he does care for children. He was once abandoned very young, and he would be happy to help once the adventure's through.
I look forward to that day then, my friend.
Oh, I
Lord
said my
Vasily,
piece.
before we go, Lord Vasily, can you give me a blessing? I feel like I will need it going forward.
He says a blessing. He says, of course. He says, kneel, sister.
And I kneel before him and I wait. Please don't
Uh,
behead me. Please don't behead me. Please don't behead me.
So he says his prayer to the morning Lord, and he just sort of puts his hand on your head, and for a split second you're worried your little wig's gonna move, but he just pushes it and then comes off and says, "Walk in the light," and that was it. So,
Thank you, Lord. Thank you. I feel rejuvenated already. It is so empowering. Oh, continue your good work here, sir. We will move on. Thank you for your time.
One last thing before we go.
Mhm.
One last thing. I just want a quick question because you were talking about how well you know the worshippers of the Morning Lord in this land. Do you know of anybody that you question their faith? That you feel like they may be a bit of a liar themselves?
there are many who lie in this land. Um, if you're asking me if I think anyone in the clergy of the Morning Lord is not sincere, I hate to say it, though I think Father Lucian himself would agree. The bishop in Kresh, the village to the west of here, he is supposed to be the head of our order, but I believe he has lost his way. He has secluded himself in his cathedral, and strange rumors abound in that village about the things that happen in the cathedral. I fear that something has corrupted him, but it has been a long time since I have seen and spoken with him, so perhaps I am just listening to rumors with a little too much, with too little analysis of my own to determine if it's just a lie or not. But as the rumors go, he is the one I'm the most concerned about, who's an open worshipper of the Morning Lord who seems to have lost his way.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you all for the riveting conversation. There's nothing else I can do for you. I'm going to return to training my protege.
Oh,
I-
please do. Please do. Yes.
Thank you for your time, Lord Von Holt, and thank you for listening.
It was a pleasure, and be welcome. Be welcome here at my home if there's anything I can do for you. And he says, "All right, sir, let's go back through the routine again." And she picks up a bow staff and does a couple moves, and just kind of turns his back to you guys and starts practicing with her again.
And that's when we strike.
If
No,
you want to roll
we don't.
initiative, you roll initiative. I'm
No,
gonna
we don't.
I'm running. I'm running.
No, okay, so where do we go now, guys? Come on. Where do we go?
What time is it?
Okay, so Dylan's
what
got a
time is
hot
it?
date.
Now, what time is it?
It's early afternoon.
All right, so we still got a good. Should we all go to see Lady Vachna?
Yes,
Well,
let's
no,
get it.
hold up. So I had the Nikolai Wachter was going to introduce me to her this evening. So that was I paid the money for to make sure that it happens properly.
Okay.
So we have two open ends right now that we can address, or we can go back to the end and just keep Irina safe. We
Yeah.
have a package to deliver to the Baron for
Yes.
Blinsky, who I'm confident in saying that you guys don't want to leave him high and dry by not having his stuff get delivered.
For sure.
And then we also
Correct.
have Father Lucian, who I think Disdain had interested in what's it called? In investigating, learning more about him, because you think it might be the guy from your Taroko reading, was it?
Yes, well, now this conversation right there is why I asked at the very end. That bishop seems a little bit more keen. I would like to follow up on that bishop with Father Lucian, right?
Mhm.
But
And just
Ooh,
for the
in
people who
tow.
may be watching, remind them what what you're referring to.
I got my fortune told a few episodes ago, and I'm looking for an amulet. The amulet is with a holy man, and his holiness is not what it seemed.
Yep.
So I feel that the bishop in Kresh that's locked away from everybody within all the weird rumors.
See, you're sneaky. I forgot about that. That's you're sneaky. I like it. Good job. Inspiration.
Thank you.
So since those are our open ends, we can do. Do you guys want to do one of those, or did you want to do something else? What are you guys thinking?
I think we could knock out the Baron pretty quickly.
Yeah, let's deliver the package.
That would also get us introduced to him today, so that he knows
Yeah.
we're not like sneaking around trying to avoid him. So
And it also, my concern right now is I'm not so much concerned about Lady Vakna, but I am concerned about his guard friend. And at least if we go there, we'll just either see him or we won't, and that will be able to tell us if we should maybe send somebody back at that point and find out like.
yeah, depending on how things go, maybe Rogar will need to stay with Irina tonight while we take care of your date and Lady Voctor. So who
Yeah.
knows? Are you guys in
Let's
agreement?
go.
All
Daddy's home. Let's take the package.
Let's do this.
All right. And who had the package? It wasn't me.
I do.
You've got it?
Dylan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys set out for like where are you going? Like you want to
Well, I
go
guess,
talk to the
shoot,
Baron?
yeah, we
so...
would need to get directions to Baron Vargas's estate.
Yeah. Okay. No. Hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong, but not this episode, but the previous one. They said he's like up on a hill somewhere, or did I misunderstand that?
If they said that, I missed it. So I'm
No,
sorry.
no. You guys haven't asked where he is at all, to my recollection.
Okay. I just thought we talked to the dude in the stockades about it. Maybe I misunderstood. But
You know what? We could always go back after this and watch to see, because I forgot if
I
you
don't-
guys did.
See,
Yeah.
I
Either-
did
either
watch
way.
the last episode before this, and I don't remember. So
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's ask somebody.
Okay. Just grab a random person.
Guard, maybe a guard, and just say that we have a
Is
package
there-
delivered to the Baron.
Yeah. Is there a town center or anything?
You can grab somebody and ask that.
All right.
Is there
You
guards
grabbing your guard? You grabbing a
Nadia.
citizen? What do you grab? Who are you talking to?
No, Nadia's out of it because Nadia doesn't like the popo. Nadia's not down with the
Oh my
police.
okay,
Nice town.
so you guys want me to tackle it then because I'm the least not like them of the group then? Or-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're the most wanted in this city, buddy.
Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
In a good
Nadia
way.
is a drag queen right now, and also drag queen with beef with the sergeant. So Nadia's gonna hang back for sure
Okay.
on guards if we grab a cop.
All right. So if that's the case, I'm going to keep an eye out and see if I spot anybody in any sort of city official uniform, kind of like what we saw at the gates with the guards, and ask them if they can direct me towards Baron Vargas's estate so I can make a delivery. for him.
You do occasionally see a guard or two standing on a corner, talking, walking
Mhm.
somewhere. That's the only like official type person you see. Otherwise, it's just villagers.
Good enough. Yeah.
All right.
So-
And
so go-
sorry, as we're walking, can we be heading towards like that shop with all the gadgets in it that we learned about? Because I know we
Yeah.
learned
Well-
about that. Okay.
Are you talking about Blinsky's or Mad Marges?
Blinsky's?
Mad Marge.
Mad Marches. Yeah.
She's the magic.
Nice.
By the sound of it, a magic shop person. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's head in that direction, but ask on the way. It's kind of
Okay.
what I'm saying.
That's cool.
Rogar's looking to purchase.
So you guys are making your way, through the streets, and you go up to this guard, Dr. Crawford, who's just kind of standing there with a pike. He sees you walking up, and he goes, "Can I help you, man?"
Yes, sir. I'm hoping so. I'm looking to get directions to Baron Vargas's estate. I have a package to deliver for him from a toy maker, Blinsky, and I'm not familiar with the area. I'm hoping you could direct me.
So that that fat, I can't talk. That fat sack of shit made up some more shitty confetti to hang around the city, huh?
Sounds like it. Yeah. Could you help me out?
He goes, "Yeah, fine. Baron will be mad if we don't help get the festival set up. Strange company you keep.
Ah, yes, they're my traveling companions. So
You're not worried the Devil Man will steal your stuff while you're sleeping, or the Dragon Man will eat you?"
I'm sure that if they had any intent to do that, they would have done so already. I've been with them for some time now.
That's a pretty hot girl you're traveling with there. Is she single?
Hello. Oh no.
Nadia, you interested?
Oh.
He's
I'll
shy.
need a couple bottles of wine in me, but there's possibility there. He says he tells you the directions. Basically, it's a manor that's towards the city square. Can't miss it. Big manor, gated. He goes, you can go up, tell the guards at the gate what you're there for, and they'll fetch the Baron if they think it's important enough.
Okay, fair enough. Sounds like a plan. So another question though. After I get the delivery done, you would happen to know anything about some sort of shop run by a Mad Marge? I think it was. It's been a while.
He goes, yeah. He goes, it's on the way. It's right off the town square. Can't miss
Interesting.
it.
It's on the way. Okay. Thank you. And I guess if that's the case, guys, do you want to hit Mad Marges on the way to Baron Vargas's then?
Might as well.
All right. Sounds like we got a course. We got a route. And we got directions. So let's go.
All right.
I think the guy
Above
knows time.
Above the table, Nico would totally slap this guard's ass as he walked past, but I'm not going to do it. I just want you to recognize the restraint. Recognize the restraint of what could happen.
You sure you don't want to
Moving on.
his ass?
Moving on. Dude, that's a new possibility, but I like physical contact. Physical
And I
stuff.
hate you. I hate you so much. Let's go.
So you guys head through the city streets, and if you've got, so if you have perception, roll perception.
Fair enough.
Perception. Yep. All right.
Trying to beat a 15.
Nope.
I am not doing hot tonight. It's a 9 from me.
9 for me.
So you guys find your way to Mad Marges. It basically, what the hell did I name this shop? Hold on. I remember vaguely being proud that I was drinking when I did it. So maybe
The consortium of Mad Marge.
Let's see. Wary Wares. Wary Wares.
Wary
W-A-R-Y. Wary Wares.
Wary Wares.
So you see this shop, and it says Wary Wares, and there's like a sword and a shield painted on the sign, and you guys can walk right in. It's right on your way that you're walking.
Wary Wares. Do we go in, guys, or what's up?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
go in
Rogar's got
real
money.
I'd be at least be curious to see what she sells. I'm half expecting in my mind it to be like Large Marge from Pee-wee's.
So you go into
Yeah.
the shop, and it's kind of like you see on the screen there. There's some weapons on the wall. You see some basic supplies, like it's kind of stuff you'd see in the adventuring supply list. But there's actually like weapons and some armor, and there's some you can see behind the counter. There's some potions that are lined up, and standing behind the counter, smoking a cigar, is she's older, but you can tell at one time she must have been really muscled. But she's like 6'3". She's really solidly built. She has a sword on her side there. She has some bracers that have some runes on them, and she has a very annoyed look on her face just as soon as you walk in the door. And she smokes that cigar, takes a deep draw, blows out the smoke, goes, "Oh, wonderful customers."
Nadia's gonna elbow Rogar in the ribs, boom, like this, and she's gonna say, "Oh, Rogar, look over there to the left. Bindings of the Windseeker. What do you suppose they do?"
You'll need to have the matching pair for them to be worth anything, to be honest.
Oh, you heard me. I'm so sorry. I
which
did
you're
not
right.
mean to whisper.
Wait a minute, you guys are Iron Serpents. You're never gonna get them. Never.
So I'm going to take a look around as we walk in. What kind of stuff does she have here? Is the picture accurate, or is it?
It's fairly accurate, yeah. And most of what you see on the floor itself is like it's just literally what you'd see in the adventuring guide. Like if you go and look at that shopping
Player's
list.
handbook. Okay.
There's no prices on anything. But behind the counter, you see that she does have some potions. You see a couple like swords and weapons. You see like a helmet. You see a couple pairs of bracers. But that section of the store you really can't get to unless you jump over the counter. She's kind of got.
Yeah, she's going to keep the good
that.
stuff in the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then who's got Arcana?
That's a yes from Dr. Crawford.
Okay, if you have Arcana, roll an Arcana.
20 plus 8. 25. There's a good
Yeah,
roll.
dude.
Okay.
Very nice. Very
Disdain, I think you have it as well, so give
Yeah,
me
I
a
do.
roll as well.
Damn it. Where is it? 6.
I'll admit I took the Arcana expertise to deal with magic traps, but it's going to come in handy a lot for stuff like this, I would imagine, too.
Yeah, it's 6. That's what it is.
Okay.
13.
So you're a little bit like kind of distracted by just the wares, and you're just kind of and like you're more or less kind of sensory overload with just all the stuff around you, so you don't notice this. But Dr. Crawford, with your sort of analytical eye, you notice that over the threshold of the door there's some runes. You see that rug on the ground there, like it's a little bit off from where it should be, and you see that there's some runes carved on the ground there. And then as you just kind of glance around the room, you see that just like over like one of the windows there's some runes, and you can't from where you are like know what those are or what they do. But do you have insight?
Yeah, but I think I know already what they are.
Then give me an advantage insight.
Okay. Do you want me to say it, or do you want me to keep it quiet in case these
That's
guys...
up to you. I'll give you the information, and you can do with it what you want.
All right, I'm thinking they're glyphs of warding or something like that. Magic trap, basically. Let's see here, and he said insight, so that's gonna be +5. That's some good security if I'm right. Holy crap, she's not messing around. Oh, and it's an advantage, was it?
Advantage, yeah.
All right. 18.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty much what you're thinking. Like this place is warded out the ass. Like you don't know how or where or why, but you assume there's probably anti-teleportation stuff in here. There's probably defensive wards from breaking in when she doesn't want someone to come in. There might be others. You don't know. You'd have to really go examine them. But this is certainly no normal shop.
And if she's putting that kind of resources into defending that place, that means there's a lot of good stuff here too. So, well, I guess we'll see as we start poking through her stock and looking and asking for prices.
I mean, she's smoking a Portofino Mecanudo stogie. She has taste.
Oh, I thought that was a fat blunt.
She knows her stuff.
I saw it as a flat blunt. Sorry.
She's actually, the clothes she's wearing, they're very well tailored, very good quality clothes too. But yeah, she just repeats her question. She says, "So, how can I help you today?"
Well, we were hoping to take a look at your stock and see what it is you actually sell here. We only heard that you sold stuff that would be interesting to adventurers from that, I believe his name was Ernst, out front in the stockades. So,
Ernst, that's a piece of shit if I've ever met one.
Yeah, it was.
yeah, it struck me as a sort of unsavory old fish.
Did he get his ass locked up in the stockades again for running his mouth?
Yep.
Exactly that.
Yes, he's so handsome.
She says, "You look ridiculous, by the way."
Ha ha. What are you talking to the
Talking to him.
she's talking to
She
me, dude.
points at
She's
Nico.
talking to me, dude. She's talking to me.
Eat full with Marge, I guess.
Yeah,
She
You
goes,
really can't do
don't
this
ever,
can he?
don't ever try to pull one over on Mad March, okay? I've seen more shit than you ever will in your whole life.
you
You writing a book?
understand. And Nico's gonna come out of disguise here, but he's still got his kit on him.
Hmm.
He will reveal himself and come out on the table. I might can help.
Pull the wig
I'm
off?
not feeling stupid tonight, guys. I'm not feeling stupid. I'm not gonna do anything stupid. Here's what's
God
happening.
help us.
Listen, so I'm gonna untuck my little pins in my hair. I'm gonna let my natural golden curls fall down. I'm gonna say, I am so sorry for the intrusion. I'm Nico Tirada at your service. As you know, Vistani are barred from this village. and I still do not know the reason why. But I promise you, I mean you no trouble. I'm only with my companions, and we seek to purchase things.
Well, that makes sense. If I was a Vistani, I wouldn't show up in this town without a disguise either. You
Why
should.
is it that we are so hated here? We have done so many things. We bring you food to your gates from exotic lands. Why is this not appreciated?
Listen, I'm not getting into all that shit. I just know the Baron's got one up his ass about the Vistani and he doesn't let them in town, okay?
Thank you. That answer will do. I will watch my ass. Yes, as you would tell me, watch my ass. Yes, no, yes, okay.
It's a lot of what you see in this shop came from the Vistani. I buy it off them, I sell it. You know, they're really the only way to get stuff from outside of Barovia.
I understand. Now, if you do not mind, I have to powder my lip. And I'm going to turn around and face like some kind of ruined out magic mirror that's hanging on the wall because I know it's there.
Well, so everything pretty much on the floor is like mundane. You don't really see anything that's you don't really see anything that's like on the main sales floor, so to speak. That's sorry, I gotta get the music right again. That's like magical or whatever, but you do got a vibe that what she's got behind the counter might be a different level of goods. So, but there's like a pretty shiny half plate on a mannequin. You can kind of fix your makeup on that.
So I'm looking around.
Mhm.
So it's specifically in the back. If there's any magic items, they'd be back there, not up front. So, because I haven't noticed anything yet in the front.
Yeah, I mean the
So,
stuff out here is pretty good quality stuff, but it just doesn't seem to be
Right.
magical.
Mad March, like this stuff, you got some good stuff here. You got some really high quality shop. Like I got to tell you that. Where's the good stuff? We found this stuff.
She
We
goes, listen. She goes, let's just cut to the chase, cause I'm a businesswoman. All right, I don't sell the good shit to people I don't know. Okay, there's a
Oh,
lot
okay.
of assholes that come through this town and through this country. And what ends up happening if I sell to the wrong people is they use it to do horrible shit. And I'm no saint, but I'm no asshole. At least not to people that don't deserve it. So I
Respect
don't
that.
sell my good shit to anybody that I don't trust is a good person. Okay? And you
I
guys
hear
got a
you.
good vibe. You got a good vibe. I'll give that to you. But I've been fooled before. So, maybe after I hear some good stories about you, find out you're not terrible people, maybe I'll open that part of the shop to you. Till then, this is what you shop from. And she kind of motions to the floor, and you can basically shop out of the player's handbook, the adventurer's guide, but everything's double the cost that's listed in the book,
Oh,
which is
and
better than Bildrith because Bildrith was charging you like triple.
yeah, just above the table, Nico did not notice the wards. I think Doctor noticed the wards. If Nico had noticed them, Nico would actually launch into a conversation with her and talk about how if she supplies us, all these wards and shit will not be needed because we're going to restore balance. We're gonna do it right, and we mean business basically. And so we're good people. We're not of the freaking darkness, and we just want to get our way through here and make her shop safe again. She's
Rogar,
obviously
But
scared,
but
dude.
but
She's
you
got
said
these
you
wards
said
everywhere.
you said you would have said that if you saw the wards, but you
I
didn't.
would have said that, but I didn't see it. So
eh,
Well, it would have been
Rogar,
lovely.
Rogar should show the deed, and maybe we can talk about the bone sawmill and what we've done to the hags there.
yeah,
That's a
we
good
could do
starting
that.
point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great. Yeah, I'm in. I'm in.
Get Rogar invested in the story a little bit. Here we go.
Come on, Rogar, step up. You
Doesn't
not
have to
Can
do
you
scared
much. You
shit.
just gotta
hear
show it.
me?
What?
You were cutting out there a bit.
Can you
Went
hear
robot.
me?
Yeah.
Yes.
We can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah, hang on.
I'm hanging.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Take my strong hand.
No, dude, he's pulling up a script right now. He typed out all day. I guarantee it.
No,
Here's the word.
my internet's being goofy. So
Okay.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's trying to. Okay, I think I had to connect to another router. Is that better?
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
We can hear you.
Okay.
Much better.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, we'll bring out the deed and we'll show it to her and just tell her that we've cleansed this area from a witch coven and ask her if she knows any or if she's heard anything about that.
Night hag coven. Be more specific. Night hags are
Whatever. Yeah.
god awful.
And not all of them, the leader got away, but we should
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
mention that.
We're
We don't
gonna
want to
have
lie
to
to this
go.
girl.
Yeah.
Are you guys telling her the whole story, or what's the?
Yes, we're gonna. we'll go
Yes. Spill it.
All right. So give me a persuasion roll with advantage,
And
and the party's helping you, so I'm gonna let you add another +1 to the roll.
through. Okay.
Yes.
So because I don't have it, I only get one roll, right?
Well, it's Rogar is taking point on it, right?
Oh yeah.
It is. It has to be. He's got the deed.
Oh man, this is just like the best epic thing to set up. Like he's just silent the entire time, and then he just puts the deed down and tells an entire montage of
And
what's
then,
going on.
Get on my level, boys.
Add advantage and +1. So +1 to everything and roll again.
all right, and I've got +3, so it's +4 to that.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
But
So
you
roll
roll
again.
twice and take the higher because you do have persuasion. So
Come on, baby. Come
I
on,
got it.
Rogar. You got it, baby. Come on.
Skadoosh.
Yes. Yeet.
okay. So you basically rolled the same number twice. Rolled 12. She takes the deed. She looks at it. She looks at you. She looks at the party. Takes a deep drag on her cigar. Pushes the deed back to you. She goes, "Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't."
And then as she says that, I'm going to take out the sword and I'm going to lay it on the table in front of her to show that we have that as well.
That's pretty interesting.
It is a magic sword.
And then
Yeah.
call it back to your hand from the table, like just
Oh.
right, just bam. Yeah, it is kind
Sure, we can do that. That's pretty cool.
of.
As long as I have to, as long as I
Give a
don't have to
little
use inspiration. Yeah.
No. Okay, yeah. So you pull the sword back to your hand. She goes, "Oh." She goes,
And then
"Oh,
I
that's
sheath it again.
that's something special." She goes, "How much you want for the sword?"
Not for sale.
Well, not for sale any of my shit either.
We're
Oh,
not.
she's
we're not-
tough, dude.
We're not interested in all your stuff right now. We're just trying to show you that that sword is going to be needed to thwart some of this evil that on this land. So we
I
will
think-
bring you proof. You were
Yeah,
here.
I think Rogar's got the hots for her. So
Oh yeah, he likes the cut of her jib. Yeah.
yeah. So he's gonna talk to her a little bit more and just ask her what we need to do to get on her good side.
She says, "Listen." She goes, "I've known a lot of adventurers in my day. I used to be one myself. And came here a while back, got lost, ended up in this land, had a group of people that were like my family. You guys don't seem as close to each other like me and my group were, but we had a cleric, we had one of the best swordsmen I've ever known, we had this thief who was like, he could sneak into anything. And they got it in their heads to go to Castle Ravenloft and stir something up with Strahd. And I was going to do it with them, but I got extremely sick. And I was stuck here in Vallaki when they set out, and they never came back. And after all the stories I've heard, I decided to set up shop here and just try to stay out of trouble. But I do want to do some good in this land. And the best way I know to do that is to really screen my customers. Maybe if I support people who do good for a price, maybe that's my way, So good to meet you guys. I hope I hear good things. I hope I hear that you're out there doing good. When I do, we'll have a different conversation about maybe doing some business. And that's really all I got to say about it. Unless you want to buy something out here on the floor.
That is fair to me. I just have to ask one more thing. And I'm going to turn my back to her and say, can you stitch up my corset for me?
She goes, sure, honey, why not? And when she grabs that corset and pulls it in, dude, you're like, like, yeah, like all the air comes out of your lungs for a second.
Thank you so much for your
All right.
time.
And as everybody walks out, Roger's going to turn around and he's going to snort a heart at her. Just snort it with his nose.
Balls, dude.
Yes.
And he's going to walk out.
All right, inspiration, buddy. Good job.
Yes. That was baller, dude. That's my cousin.
I like her, man.
Yeah, dude. She's hot, dude. She is. That collar.
All right, so you guys go back out into the city square, and you move forward a little while longer, and you do eventually see this manor that meets the description of what the guard told you. There's a couple guards out front. What do you want to do?
Well,
Guys.
I'll make lead. I'll walk up and say,
You got the package, yeah.
Evening, guards. I've got a package for the Baron here from the toy maker. The toy maker sent me.
Linsky?
Linsky.
So one of the guards is kind of an older guy, and one of the guys is kind of a younger guy. And the older guy just sort of spits on your boot, and he goes, "Did I ask you to talk to me, devil?"
Ooh.
And the younger guy looks a little uncomfortable with that, but he doesn't say anything.
And I say, I'm just here to deliver stuff, guy.
There's like a really awkward silence for a minute, and then the young guy goes, What is it you said you were delivering?"
The sun decorations for the Baron.
And he goes, Brackus, you want me to go tell him, or do you want to go tell him? And the older guy kind of looks you up and down, just sort of like shakes his head. He goes, "It's starting to smell around here. I'll take it as an opportunity to go somewhere with fresher air. And I'll let the Baron know." And he opens the gate and goes in, and the young guy goes, "Hey man, I'm sorry about that. That was kind of embarrassing."
Don't worry, I've had a lot worse in this land. So, thank you for your kindness. That means more than some spit on my boot.
It's not just about you, man. There's rumors going around about devil worshippers, and there's been some weird things that have happened in the village city, and all of us guards right now are a little bit sensitive to anything. No offense, anything having to do with devils and stuff. It just kind of
Devil worshippers, eh? Like that shouldn't be us here, my adventurers. Like we don't like to tolerate that kind of crap. Like what's going on? Anything we can give you guys a hand with?
I leave that to you to talk with somebody like the Baron. That's way above my pay grade. I'm just a guard, but I personally I don't believe in the gods. I don't believe in devils. I just want to live my life and drink some wine and maybe find a lass and have some kids. That's all I really care about, man. So, but that did embarrass me. I'm sorry he acted that way towards you. You didn't deserve that. So after a little bit of time, you hear some barking, like really really loud barking, and a couple soldiers come out of the manor, and they've got on the end of chains these two giant mastiffs. I mean, just muscled up mastiffs. And walking down the stairs behind them is an older man, and he's in really fine clothing, and he has a very large grin on his face. I mean, just almost like kind of like it must hurt his cheeks that he's smiling so big. And he comes down the stairs and he sees all of you and he goes, "Ah!" And he comes down, and sort of trotting behind him comes a woman She's attractive. Her hair's got gray in it. She's finely dressed. Has a little bit of a nervous look on her face, but she's also smiling really big. And then this guy stands about 10 feet behind them. And this guy is massive. I mean, he's almost as big as you, Rogar, and he's a human. And he's got this very thick cloak draped over his right arm so that you can't even see anything about his right side. And he has a very serious look on his face. There is no smile on this guy's face at all. But it just
Dude.
kind of hangs to the back. And so the man comes forward and he says, "So what's all this about?" He says, "Greetings, visitors. I heard that we had some exotic adventurers visiting Vallaki. It's a pleasure to host you in our fair city. Welcome, welcome. All is well here." He goes, "Young man, let them into the property and get the hounds away. Let's let these men approach and state their business."
I want to take above the table and just remind everybody that we should be as joyous as we can around this Baron, right? So I'm going to then go in and launch into a just Baron Vargas. I have heard nothing but amazing things from your toy maker. Your toy maker, what's his name?
Blitzky.
Blisky. And he has done nothing but tell me about the wonders of your celebrations that you have. Are they weekly? They monthly? Like how do you get away with such fun, such joy, such greatness?
I know I've already given you one. I'm gonna give you another inspiration. I love you asking this. So he goes, "Well, my blue-skinned friend, it's such a wonderful question to ask. I haven't been asked that in a while, have I, Lydia?" And he like turns to the woman and she starts laughing like she thought maybe she missed a joke or something. He says, "Fool woman, there was nothing to laugh at there." "Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I was just thinking of something funny you said this morning." He looks at her very annoyed and looks back at you guys. He says, "Well," he goes, "I host a different festival every week, and the citizens of Vallaki, it brings them such joy to have these celebrations that it protects us from the evil that wanders through this land. There is no curse here in Vallaki, only smiles at happy citizens." And he says, "Right?" And when he says that, all the guards all start smiling, and they're like, "Yes, yes, sir. We love it here."
This is amazing, Baron. Absolutely amazing. I am so glad that you've been able to throw away this curse, because it is nothing but a dampening cloud across the rest of this land. As
You
you
are
see,
so
we are not
right.
from here.
No, no, you're not. He says, "But I hope that the city has been kind to you on your visit so far. I have not heard of you causing any trouble or saying anything negative about how I run things. So, as far as I'm concerned, you're all welcome here."
Well, that's amazing. Well, I have this package for you. Like I've been carrying this wondrous joy in my hands, and I just can't wait to share it.
So he looks down at your hands. He says, "I don't just stand there, woman." And she goes, "Oh yes, dear." And she comes over and she goes, "Oh, it's one of Blinsky's." And she opens it and looks in and goes, "It's very nice, dear. It's very nice. It'll look like the rays of the sun, no doubt." And she sort of pulls some golden filigree out, you know. He goes, "Well, that's your business, woman. Work with the others and get it prepared. We only have a couple days until the ceremony." He goes, "You've heard of the Festival of the Blazing Sun, no doubt."
No doubt
Talking
at
to you
all.
guys.
I've seen. We've
I nod
seen.
my head. Yeah, yeah.
So Rogar is like nervously smiling really big, like a stupid smile. And he's like, yeah,
He says,
like
he
a
said,
forced smile. Yeah,
he says, "It is our best festival of the year. We celebrate the Morning Lord and we celebrate the sun returning one day to the land in full. And I believe that this might be the year where it actually happens. I'm so confident in it. We're actually going to light up the sun right as darkness falls. It's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be so symbolic of how we can work together with our joy and our happiness and fight the darkness with it. What do you think?
I'm looking forward to attending.
I'll be
Are you
there.
are you lying?
No.
Okay.
I want to see this crap.
Okay. He says, well, he goes, perhaps you all could help me then. I need to add a little something extra to this festival, and I think that what might be the ticket is if some adventuring types like you were to maybe endear yourselves to the city a little bit, and then show up to the festival as guest of honor. Heroes of Vallaki, we'll call you.
Interesting. What did you have anything in particular in mind?
Well, I don't know. You're adventurers. Figure it out. There's people that have problems around here. Solve their problems. I'm a busy man. I can't tell you everything to do.
Well, we've heard of some disturbances around. Like, can you enlighten us on a couple? Like, we've heard of these devil worshippers.
Oh,
And I,
nonsense. There's some idiots that go around in robes and ignore them. They're nothing.
nothing you say.
They're nothing.
Okay.
Everything's fine in Vallaki. Trust me, all will be well. And he just like smiles and looks at his wife, and she goes, "Yes, yes, it's silly rumors. Everything is fine. Everything is fine."
What is Isaac doing right now?
Looking at
What
you
is
guys
Isaac
like
doing?
he wants to rip your heads off.
Oh, I knew it. I freaking knew it, you guys. I mean,
Hey,
we can't check this guy here, man.
Who is your friend beside you? I'm so I don't want to intrude, but like we've heard about your one is your wife Lydia,
The Baroness, yes.
the Baroness, and am I not mistaken that your sister to Father Lucian?
Oh, why, yes, I am. She goes, "Have you met Lucian yet?"
I have not. I've heard nothing but amazing things about your brother.
Baron goes, "He's a good man. He is a holy man. Uh, hard to have a conversation with him, but he's a good man."
Most priests are.
Always wanting to lead you in prayer and all that sort of thing. It's not very fun, in my opinion. I don't know why people spend so much time at the church. They should be helping us set up the festivals.
Why not drink and be merry? Why preach to God? I hear you, Baron. I hear you better. And then your friend beside you. That's this. I hate to say melancholy individual.
Oh, he's
So-
so handsome.
So when you say that, he just strides right up, walks right past the Baron, and gets right in your face.
Oh
says-
shit.
"What did you just call me?"
Melancholy. You're not smiling.
I don't know what that means.
Sir, I called you handsome. I called you handsome.
So he looks up at you. Give me a performance.
Shit.
Inspiration.
You better be a good.
Shit. Shit.
We can take this guy. I'm not worried about
Shit.
him.
Shit.
It's not a matter of can, it's a matter of should.
Shit.
Dance your ass off, buddy.
Shit. Rocky, do I have any inspirations at all? Because I think I used one back there.
I don't
What,
know
did
how
I
to
get another
bank.
one?
I gave
Did
you
I get
one at the
another one?
beginning
I
of the
think-
session.
Yeah, but you didn't give me another one because I used that
Got
one.
sense.
Yep. All right. Sounds good.
Okay, let's roll his insight, which is not great.
Okay. Shit.
Okay,
Okay. That's good. That's good.
rolls a 2.
I think you dodged the bullet there, man.
Woo!
He looks at you and goes, "Not my type.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Of course. I'm sorry.
Don't be using words that I don't know around me." He takes a couple steps back behind the Baron. Baron goes, "Isaac, all will be well. these are strangers to our land. They don't know all of our customs, and they certainly don't know what words you do and don't know. They've studied more when you were a boy. Like I told you to, you know more words, but it doesn't matter. You serve your purpose. He says, well, I believe our business here is done. You'll go make a nice little name for yourself, and you'll be my guest of honor at the festival. And if you cause any trouble, I'll probably lock you up. And his wife just like waits for a second, and then she starts laughing too. And some of the guards start laughing. It's all very gross, but
Oh, dude, this is broken. This town is broken. So it looks like we got to make a name for ourselves, man. We got to do something.
Well, Baron,
But I don't
thank
know
you
what
for
that
your-
is, man.
Thank you for your time. That's we will see you at your festival, and we won't let you down. Your village will be happier than it was when we found it, which is damn to say impossible. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna find a way for you, buddy.
I like him, Baroness. And she goes, I think he's quite delightful and so blue. And then they turn to go back in, and Isaac just watches the group for a moment after the Baron and Baroness leaves, and he says, I really hope you all fuck up. And then he just turns around and follows them back into the manor.
And I'm gonna shut up. No, I'm not gonna do shit.
No,
All right,
you're
we're
not.
leaving.
You're not gonna
No,
say anything.
we're leaving. I just think I learned one of his words that he knows. I know you know that word, Isaac. I know what that means too. But I didn't say it. That was above the table. That was just for our enjoyment.
That's great.
Please. Yeah, we're leaving. Let's get out of here.
All right. So
Yeah.
you guys leave the manor, and then do you kind of want to guide me on where you're going next, or?
Dude, where are we going?
We gotta
We
get
got
back to
Father
the inn.
Lucian. And
well,
dude, we got to check on Irina too. Yeah.
Yeah, what time is it roughly?
It's probably around 3:34 in the afternoon.
We've got time before evening. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get it. You want to go to the inn, check on Irina, or what's up? Or do you want to do Father Lucian, a quick interview?
We could do either because we've got Disdain's plot hook this evening. The Baron wants heroes, and it sounded like that lady that we met in the inn was looking for somebody to help out with some stuff too. So we got that we can follow up with. And I remember Ernst saying something about people not being able to catch fish anymore.
Yeah.
It was a real casual throwaway line, and I didn't pick up on it, but
But it was that guy that's doing the spells, the lightning.
Yeah,
bolt.
Vasily said that there was a dude casting
Yeah,
lightning bolts in the lake.
there might be something going on up there. So if we go back to a tavern, we could probably poke around for some details about that, maybe. So it's whatever you guys think is best. Lucian, the inn.
Because Lucian, we could find out more about the devil worshippers, because he's going to definitely have more information about it, right?
Sure.
And then we can also probably get a little bit more tell on how we feel about the Baron, because currently I see his wife being abused, and Disdain's not going to take that very well, very quickly.
Yeah, and it's been at least 6 hours since we left Irina, possibly more. I just want to know if she's still there for sure.
It's
Yeah,
probably,
so
it's probably
we
only
run
been
home.
about three. It's only been about 3.5 hours.
Okay. So let's follow up with Father Lucian. You want to do that, guys? Quick interview.
Okay. Yeah.
My gut says in. That would be my vote if we're going to say that.
Well,
Yeah.
can we not just split up, or is that a no go?
Well, you bring up a funny thing. It's kind of a meme in D&D about splitting the party. Absolutely. As a DM, I fucking love when y'all split the party.
Oh,
Probably
he loves
half
pumping
the,
us for damage, man.
Probably half the player deaths that I've seen happen have happened when you split the party. But there's times where it's appropriate to do so, and there's times where it's not dangerous to do so either. But you guys have agency, so you can definitely split off. You don't have to do everything as a group.
Yeah, but if there's anything that this town is, it's dangerous. Things
I
are
don't
not what
disagree.
they seem here, and there's a lot of shit happening. And
Above table, does anybody have a way to see if Isaac's tracking us? Because I feel like he's suspicious of us now.
I'll be honest, I've been kind of relying on my passive perception to not have to be paranoid about that kind of crap. So
yeah,
Let's go to Lucian, and then we'll go to the end. She's all right.
Yeah.
She's a big girl.
sounds
Okay.
good. Yeah, it's Lucian's the vote.
right.
We're gonna go to the cathedral.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys head across town. And as you head across town, um, remind me. I got it right here. Actually, your passive perception. Actually, I don't have it written down. What is it, Dr. Crawford?
100.
I know it's
It's
really
really
high.
high. Give me a sec. 23.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Dr. Crawford, you notice as you guys are walking right across sort of this intersection, um, there's no like just normal villagers anymore. There's no guards, and you hear a woman. You see a group of people approaching you, and this woman um, kind of steps apart from these other two guys, and she says, "I had to see it with my own eyes." And she has kind of this serene look on her face. She's wearing this robe. She says, "One blessed with the blood of our masters." She says, "Be a dear, children, and fetch it for me." And all of a sudden, from all around, these guys come running out in red robes with daggers and start running at you guys. And we're going to take a bio break. And when we come back, we're going to roll initiative.
Subtle. Okay, all right. That did not take
wow,
long.
dude, it's intense, dude.
All right, just to be clear, no matter where we went, this was going to happen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
You're probably
Yes, sir.
right.
So,
Why do you think I
Rocky,
was so
my
interested in if you split the party or not?
my question to you, Rocky, is I didn't get to do this, but can I give Bardic Inspiration now?
No. You can do it as part of your combat.
Okay, all right. As part of like a
Is it
action,
the bonus
as part
action,
of
or
an
am I
action.
mistaken?
Bardic
We'll look it up
is
after the bio.
yeah. I'm cool.
Think about what we can do to distract them, guys.
Oh, I'm going to smash their heads in. I'm not worried.
No distraction from you.
I've been wanting to fight for 2 weeks. I'm ready to go. But are they are there people in a vicinity in which to hear that loud racket? That's what my question.
I mean, you can assume there's probably people in buildings and stuff, but you don't see them right
Okay.
now, so it's hard to
Okay.
know.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Let's get some initiative rolled here, boys.
All right,
All right, coming right up, Rocky.
let's get it.
All right. I got Nico at a 19.
19s.
All right, Dr. Crawford. So who wants to go first?
Nico, you can take it first. It's usually better
Sounds
for
good,
the
man.
casters to go
Yep,
first so they can get their support
absolutely.
stuff off.
Absolutely, buddy. I got you.
All right, Disdain with a 13.
Oh, fitting for the entire fight.
Oh, Rogar's still AFK. I didn't catch
Mhm.
that.
No, I'm here.
Oh, you're here? Okay. Oh, shit.
He didn't leave. He's still ready to fight.
Love it. He's a 6. All right. And let's do our combatants. So we're going to do her for her own initiative. Well, she only got a 7, so that's where she'll go. And then combatant 2 is going to be all the others. So,
Oh, nice. They fight as one.
ooh, they rolled good though. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So that is what we got. So let's, with that said, get some battle music going here. All right. So first in our order is going to be Nico Tarada.
I got to get my roll 20 back up real quick.
Yep. You guys should be able to control your characters too.
That's a yet for
Pulling
me.
up, pulling up, pulling up. Okay, cool. All right. So let me see, where am I at here? I gotta zoom out, dude. Oh, there you guys are. Okay. All right. Dude, how's the cult leader behind us? Oh, she works really well. All right, so Nico is gonna move. Right there. Is that permissible and still use an action?
Yep.
Okay. And he's gonna light these 3 dudes up. I think I can get a lightning bolt off right here.
So if you can draw a line that hits all 3 of them from your character, then that's a
I'm
yes.
trying. I'm trying to, man. It's a 5 foot wide. It's 100 feet long, but it's 5 feet wide, which means they got to be. Yeah, I don't think I think I can get 2 of them. I don't think I
you
can
can clip
get,
2. You can clip. Yeah, you can
clip.
get 2 of them in that line.
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hit these dudes with a lightning bolt,
Okay.
and I'm gonna give Rogar inspiration, bardic inspiration, as a
Okay.
bonus action.
Cool. So, Rogar, you are going to be inspired, which I just realized you can do these little icons for different things. So, I'm trying to think what's
Like
a good,
effects.
yeah, so I'm going to give, let's
Nice.
give you, let's just say inspiration is green. Okay.
Sounds good.
So, just remember to use that. Okay, and then these guys have to roll a dexterity saving throw. Do you have what your spell save is on your character sheet? Should be at the top of your spell sheet.
Yeah, the spell save is. Wait, at the very top?
At the top of your spell list or on the front
Yes,
page in the middle right.
Well, it's at 14.
Okay, so they got to make a DC 14 dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
They'll roll that
Yep.
together
Okay.
before you do the damage. Okay, they make their save, so they'll take half damage, but go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. And the damage on lightning bolt is 8d6
It's beefy.
plus 1d6.
Why 1d6?
I don't know. It says a 1 plus 1d6.
Oh, no,
spell
that's
level.
for, yeah,
spell
so
level.
if you cast it above its 3rd level slot, so let's say use a 4th level slot, then
I
it's
don't think I have
96.
that.
You don't?
Yeah, I don't think I have that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just do 8d6. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
And half that.
Cool.
It's still gonna be so badass.
It is. It's gonna be nice.
32.
Wow, so that's 16 damage. So both of these guys just go like they kind of jump out of the way a little bit right as the bolt shoots out of your hand. Or do you like hit your loot and it shoots out of your loot? I don't know how you want that to go down. But yeah,
Pick
the
a
lightning,
Destiny style.
hell yeah, so you like check this whip, it's fucking tasty. And so this lightning bolt shoots out, and they kind of jump out of the way a little bit, but it still clips them. So both guys are like kind of like they're not on the ground, but they're kind of standing there shaking a little bit, they look severely injured.
Cool. All right. And that's my bonus action, so I'm done. Moving on.
Okay. All right. So after you, I believe is going to be Dr. Crawford. Correct,
Okay.
Dr. Crawford. So.
Yep. All right. So
Lucky, is there? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Go
Is there a
ahead.
way to say that which ones I hit, or have you got that, Rocky?
I can clip them. I can give them like a red dot.
Like
so
a
you know they've
red.
been
Okay,
injured,
cool. Yep,
If
perfect.
that's helpful.
It is, yeah.
All right, cool.
That just
Boom.
means they're injured.
Second one. Perfect. Thanks, Rocky. All right, moving on. Sorry.
You're good. You're good. I am going to activate my insightful fighting on the cultist number 5 down there. I'm gonna see if I can +5. 21 versus his deception.
Well, he's got to roll a 20, I assume. But hold on, maybe not. They are fairly charismatic. Oh, it doesn't beat it, even though he rolled really high.
Ow. Okay. All right.
Nice, man.
So I've got insightful fighting up. I'm gonna move down, and I'm going to attack him with my rapier.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. That's 15 feet. Making a 20 plus rapier is plus 7 right now. Alright, 15.
Okay, that'll hit.
Okay, alright, so then I am doing 1d8 plus 4 plus 36. Alright, so that is 18 damage physical.
Yeah, you you chop him up real good. He's hurt.
Okay, alright, and he's also tied up too, so hopefully the southern end I'm hoping is going to be not going to attack Disdain. Alright, that's my turn, I believe. That's movement, bonus action, and action. So,
Okay. Okay. All right. Next in the order are going to be the cultist. Yep. All right. So Nico, these guys that you just lit up, they're both like panting. They're like, oh, like they're totally pissed. And so they both run up on you. This guy, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, yeah, he can make it to you, so he's going to. All right. So both these guys are gonna try to hit you. I got you armor class 15. See what the roll is. Plus 2, no, plus 4. Excuse me. Okay, it's one hit. All right, you take 3 piercing damage from a dagger.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna mark that. I'm at 36.
36.
Yep.
Okay, the one on you, Dr. Crawford.
sorry, what?
The one that you attack is going to attack you.
Yeah. Okay. The number 5.
My armor class is 16.
That's a hit.
That is a hit. I'm probably going to use Uncanny Dodge to cut the damage in half on this.
He hits you for 6 damage.
It's cutting it in half, so that's my reaction. That puts it at 3 health, less health. So.
Okay, so 32. Okay. All right. Okay, Dr. Crawford, you feel a sharp pain in your side, and you look down, and there's an arrow sitting out of your side.
You got snipers. Okay.
Took 6 damage from that.
Got it. Okay.
And you look up on one of the tall buildings, and you see this guy with a short bow on top of the building. Okay. Rogar and Disdain. These two guys up here, let's see, 5, 10, 15. This guy stands here. This guy's going to attack you, Disdain.
I put my shield on.
Spell shield.
Yeah.
You want to see if he hits first or not naturally?
Oh yeah. I did that.
Okay, he rolled a crit, dude. Even if you
Yeah.
use your spell, he's still hitting you.
Don't
Okay.
for that. Yeah.
And he's going to hit you for double.
All right. So then.
So he rolled 1 though, so he
Luckily.
hits you for double, which is 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay, the one guy in front of the girl, he just kind of holds his action and doesn't do anything else. Okay, so now we're back to initiative, which is going to be Disdain.
All right. Well. Is it about 15 feet between me and these two guys?
What do you mean
Like-
between?
Like, if I went repositioned here
Mm-hmm.
and used a 15-foot cone, would I hit that second cultist?
Yes. Wait, 15 feet long?
A 15-foot cone, it's what it says.
I think you're just shy.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too. Yeah, based on what I'm
All
seeing.
right.
Well, it would be 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I think you're just shy, bro.
All right. Well then, I'm just gonna go and stay where I was,
Okay.
and gonna just use chromatic orb
'Kay.
on him with
'Kay.
my spell orb, so that's
Mhm.
plus product damage.
Yep. So roll your spell attack. You try to beat a 13. You guys okay with the battle music?
Oh,
it's good.
yes, definitely.
You never have to ask if I'm okay with synthwave, Rocky.
Ever.
Okay, that's a hit.
Come on, Disdain. Light it up.
Alright. So that's 3d8. It's
Yeah, you throw a 4-inch sphere of energy at him. You choose is it acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder. So what's the type of damage?
I'm gonna go acid,
Okay, so you throw a ball of acid at him,
And I
3d8
got-
damage.
and then plus 1d4.
And you get to add a 1d4, yep. So 3d8 plus 1d4.
Oh, come on. I pressed the wrong thing. 15 damage.
Okay, yeah, you look him up. Man, you guys are slamming out some good damage. All right. Anything else?
No, that's all I do.
All right. After that is the leader's turn. So she looks at you, Rogar, and she says, "Flee." And I need a DC 15 Wisdom save.
What's the saving throws?
Mhm.
Is that what I need to make?
Yep.
So
It should be right next to Wisdom above your skills for saving
yeah, it
throws.
says
And
+5, right?
Nice.
and you can wait until you roll to before you know the outcome. You can roll the die, see what it is, and choose to bring down your inspiration and roll that if you want to.
You can add that.
Got it. So it's 1d20
Mhm.
Plus-
R1D/R 1d20 plus
Plus.
5.
6 because I have the aura of protection, right?
That should already be factored in if you use the more purple, more better sheet.
Okay, so 5 then. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you do make the save. So you, for a split second, turn to run, and then you're like, I'm not going to run. And you like turn back around. She's like, oh, that's troublesome. All right, now it is Rogar's turn.
All right. So let's look at the battlefield here. All right. I have a cool thing I want to do, but I would leave. All right. I think I'm just gonna smash the guy in front of Disdain here and get him out of trouble.
Okay.
Nice.
So, I can't do it from your screen, so just gonna move to right, yeah. And attack.
All right. Beat a 13.
With your strength, that shouldn't be hard. And you attack twice too, so
That's one solid hit.
I have to roll it twice to attack twice.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's 2 solid hits. Let's do some damage.
Oh lord, now I gotta remember how to do damage.
Mm.
So it's 1d6 plus 8, and then if I want to smite, that's what it is, right?
What kind of weapon are you using?
The windmill sword.
That's D8. 1d8.
Okay.
And then you get 1 because it's magic. Then you add your strength.
Yeah,
Which,
that was just 7. Yeah.
well, what's your strength score?
18.
So that's plus 4.
Yeah, and then I get 2 for the what you call it thing.
Oh, for your
Fighting.
specialty.
Fighting.
So 6
Yeah.
so
Fighting
plus
style,
7.
yeah, dueling, yeah.
So
Yeah.
plus 7 total.
All right.
So it's 1d8 plus 7. And then smite, you don't automatically smite at your level?
No, it's a bonus
It's-
action.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Later on, your hits just have a smite attached to them.
Oh, cool. I'm
Level
not gonna
11,
smite.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna smite. I'm just gonna
Smart.
hit him.
Okay. Full damage, nice.
And you roll damage twice because you hit him twice, right?
Ooh.
Near max damage
Ouch.
twice. All right, how's it go out?
I'm just gonna cut him right in half. Just right down the, like from his neck to the side. Just eat right in half.
So you just come down, slice this guy, and he's like gurgling blood, falling back, and he says, "Mistress, you promised us salvation," and like falls over dead. All right, let's go back top of the order. It is Nico's turn.
Can I see cultist number 6, the sniper?
Yeah.
I'm casting enemies abound on him.
Okay.
That is going to be a save of. It says intellect save.
Okay.
Intelligence. Sorry, intelligence save.
Okay. So an intelligence save, enemies abound, and then what does that spell do?
It causes him, if he fails, to target his enemies. Target his friends as enemies. It's random targeting. The way the spell reads is enemies abound. One creature save or regard all creatures that can see as enemies. Everybody. Random targeting. Save when damaged to end. So
Okay.
if anybody hits this guy, he's got to save.
Where does it say enemies abound is from? Like, is it player's
It
handbook?
sounds like a Xanathar's one. Give me a second.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
well, yeah,
Xanathar's.
okay. Yeah, I think it is.
I trust everything you're saying. I
No, yeah.
actually not sure that I've seen that spell used before, so I think it's cool.
Yeah, it's an enchantment spell on D&D.
Yeah, it's Xanathar's. I'm looking up what it does.
It is Xanathar's.
I got it in front of me. Okay.
Got it.
Level 3.
All right. So it.
It is a concentration.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So you said your DC save is a 14.
It is.
Okay. So let me see what his plus is for intellect saves. All right, plus 0. Turns out cultists aren't that smart.
No shit.
Come on, baby.
Nope. So yeah. All right. So you
He's
lose
now
the ability to
randomly
censure-
targeting everybody
Yeah,
that
got
he
it.
sees.
Got it. Okay. Cool. Yeah. He's like looking around, like
He's like,
Mistress, I don't see you. I don't see you. Have they taken you? And she's like, I'm here, fool. And he says, who said that? And he looks really fucked up.
nice. No sniper.
So
All right, as a bonus action, Rocky, looks like I can do a healing word or another inspiration as a bonus. Correct. So
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna give Dr. Ernest inspiration right here.
All right, that's a D8, right?
It is.
Okay.
And I'm done. I'm gonna take my lumps. I've got 2 dudes on me. Please help, guys.
I got you. I'm gonna do my cool thing then. I'm
Sounds
excited.
good, baby. Let's get it.
All right. So Dr. Ernest now has an inspiration. Okay. So it is now Dr. Crawford's turn.
Now, before I roll this, to make sure I understand this correctly, I can activate the 1d8 to add it to my roll after I roll it, but before the result is revealed, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if I roll really dog crap, I can change that. 20 plus here's 7. Nope. All right, so that is a hit, I think.
Yep.
All right. So then roll 1d8 plus 4 plus 3d6. Make sure I'm remembering that right. Yes. That is a 22 physical damage,
Ooh,
non-magic.
how's he go out?
Yes, sir.
I stab him right through the frickin' forehead, through his brain, then pull the sword back out.
Yeah, he just whoa, he falls back. Yeah.
Right on the
Precise.
beak, dude. Just beaked him. Look at that. Oh,
Precise and quick. Okay, so that's my action. I am going to move up towards Nico's cultists there so that they have something.
thank you, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we're flanking this one. I can't attack him this round because I used my attack, but I do still have a bonus action. I'm going to use my bonus action to do an investigation on that cult leader. I can see her from here, right?
Yep.
All right. And see if there's anything about her that I recognize or can get any sort of information about, anything like that.
Sure. Give me a roll.
8. You know, I think I'm going to add the inspiration, the bardic inspiration to that. So that's going to be another D8 that I add to it.
Hell
All right.
yeah. Get it, doctor.
Oh, okay. So that's a 24.
Okay, well, because you did that, because the DC was extremely high, I'll give you some information. So you look at the girl, and what you actually would know about how she's dressed or whatever, it.
Right, take your time.
Okay, so. Okay, perfect. So she's wearing a necklace that has a symbol that you saw on, remember Nikolai back in the bar? Nikolai walked her?
Yep.
It's the same symbol.
Okay.
Oh, shoot, dude.
That's all I can give you.
That's something.
All right. It is now the cultist turn. Nico, I don't think these guys would have turned away from you just yet.
Oh, of course not, man. They're super pissed.
One miss. One miss. So they both they're like stabbing at you, and you're just like, haha, fast as you can. You know, you're so dressed up as a woman, right? So it's like,
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to my party. I'm gonna throw off my wig and I'll be like, wasn't I just saying how lucky I was?
all right. The one that's up on the. Let's see who he attacks. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 possible targets. So I think a 1d8 would be what resolves it. Starting at the top and going down to the left. All right. Let's see who he attacks. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dr. Crawford again. That's a hit, Dr. Crawford.
That is a hit.
We'll take 5 piercing.
All right, and I'm gonna uncanny dodge that. So that's cut in half, rounds up to 3.
3, yep.
Yep.
29 now. All right. And then the guy that he watches Rogar just absolutely explode his buddy. He kind of looks to the mistress and looks back at Rogar. He's got his dagger out. It's kind of shaking. I'm going to do a morale.
Yeah, can I stomp and roar at his ass while I'm in it?
Oh,
I'm sorry to interrupt here. What was the doctor's hit points final? 29?
29 out of 30.
Okay.
I actually think that's a little too high, Rocky. I might count him 23.
Oh,
Okay.
I miscalculated. Thank you.
Sounds
I
good.
didn't put that last arrowhead, I think, in.
Hey,
Okay.
no worries.
So,
I've got
so he doesn't run away, but he definitely backs up to where he's like right next to her, and he's almost like, mistress, we gotta go. He's like trying to get her to run. Okay, and then after that, it is Disdain's turn.
I decided to take a moment at this time and kind of yell out to her, like, What are you guys doing? Well, why are you after me? I mean, you're clearly at a loss here, and if you don't answer in a couple questions, like, we're not too kind to people that act in hostility towards us.
She says, "You have the blood of devils in you. We need your blood."
For what?
Oh, you'll see. And she just kind of smiles.
All right. So with that, I go and I'm gonna go against your word, Crawford, and I don't like someone.
It's all right, man. Do what you would do in character.
I don't like someone coming for my blood. So at that point, I move to right here, and I use Dragon's Breath with cold damage.
Dragon's breath.
Yes,
Second level spell.
my second
Xanathar's
level
guide.
spell.
In Xanathar's.
Yeah. He basically transmutes his innards to start breathing.
I love it. No, you guys are casting all these. For some reason, most of the guys I've played with in the past don't use spells from Xanathar's. I love it. I love Xanathar's. So that's
I
great.
love Xanathar's too, man. I love it.
Amen.
All right. So what kind of damage are you gonna do?
Cold damage.
Cold
So
damage. Okay.
I-
15-foot cold.
I have a proficiency in cold damage.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you add your charisma modifier to the damage, is how it works, I think.
Yeah. Yes.
No, you don't get to add your charisma modifier to it. Where do you guys see that?
Thing. It's
Uh,
his draconic bloodline.
My draconic bloodline.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool.
Right. So I add my charisma modifier to one damage roll of the spell if it does cold damage, and when I do this, I can spend a sorcery point to gain cold resistance for an hour. But
Okay.
I'm not spending the point. I'm just using it.
Cool. Well, I don't think either one passed their save, so they're going to take full damage.
All right. So that's +4 then, because that's
Okay.
my charisma modifier.
Yep, 3d6 plus 4. You can't cast it through your orb, so don't add that damage.
Yeah. Okay. $18.
Whew. Yeah, so this, like, just thick, like, cold mist just rolls out of your mouth, rolls over them. Icicles are forming on them. They both yell out, like, surprised by how much it hurts. Yeah, she's like now kind of got a little bit of a worried look on her face too. Anything else?
I'll just say, I said back away. Whether I said it or not, I'm saying it now.
Mhm. All right, so she you guys are mopping these guys up. I love it. Okay. She says, "We'll have your blood, devil. You're going to help us whether you want to or not." And then she just turns and dashes down the street. And he's just kind of still standing there because it's not his turn. All right. After that, it's going to be Rogar.
Alright, so she's gone. I can't see her anymore.
She dashed down an alley and just like ran full speed away.
So I can't see her. Is what you're saying? Okay. Yeah. I was gonna hold her ass in place, but I guess I
Yes,
can't.
sir.
All right then. Well, I guess I'm just gonna mosey over here and kill these dudes.
Okay.
All right. So on 2 attacks, can I attack one of them each time?
Yeah.
All right. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay. Try to beat 13s. It's a hit. That's a hit.
All right. And how bad did they hurt? Did Enos hit them? He's the only one
Fucked
that's
them
hit
up.
them, right?
Yeah, they're very hurt.
Okay. Well, let's try to do this with a little flair, shall we?
Let's, buddy. Let's get him.
Okay. So the first one you hit, he's not dead, but he is on death's door.
Oh well, no, he needs to die, so we're gonna smite him too. Then I
Okay.
guess.
Yeah, dude.
I don't care which one. If he's on death's door, it doesn't really matter.
So
But
burn
I
a
want to-
spell slot and then do it, what, D8? Or is it 2D8?
It's 2d8 for the smite, but
Yeah.
can I see if I kill the other one because I really want to sling the
Yeah,
sword
yeah.
and kill them both at once. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So violent.
yeah, I like the violence.
I dig it. Dude.
2d8. Yeah. All right. So that's the first dude.
Okay.
He's super-
Oh, yeah. He's definitely dying. All right, so roll the slashing damage on the other guy.
Plus 7. I'm gonna have to do the same thing, aren't I?
He's in the same boat, yeah.
All right. Can I? Okay, since we're just gonna kill these, I can add inspiration and just do it that way.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yep.
No.
On attack rolls, it counts.
Well, if you not for damage, you can
Oh,
use your
not for
inspiration to
damage?
do your attack roll, which you've
Yeah.
already hit them. So
Oh.
if you want to burn, well, you can only burn. No, you can burn another level 1 to do a smite on the second guy if you want.
Yeah, I don't really want to, but I will.
All right. Okay.
Just for flair.
Sure. All right. So,
Yeah, there you go.
all right, how they go out?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw the sword. It's gonna cut the first dude's head off, and then it's gonna come back through the gut of the other guy, and I'm just gonna pull it out.
Okay. Yeah, and then with the radiant energy flowing through the blade too, like they literally, their bodies just explode and just gores everywhere, and your blade comes right back to you, and you just kind of whip the blood off the end of the blade. And Nico, you had these two guys on you trying to stab you, and from your point of view, you literally just watch their head come off and the guts explode, and there's just these two completely dead bodies in front of you now. You see Dr. Crawford on the other side, like running up to help, but the dudes are dead.
I like exploding people, man. That's my favorite.
All right, Nico.
Well, first I'm going to turn to Rogar and be like, I thank you, big friend. But next time, can you please watch the blood splatter on these nice silk robes? Don't they make my bust look so good?
Hey, get out of here, man.
The bust is important. This is what everybody sees first, yes?
Yeah.
All right, so Nico, he can see the cultist number 2. He can see the cultist number 6.
Mhm.
Cultist number 6, I'm trying to figure out what he's into because he's already got enemies abound. He's confused as hell.
Are you concentrating on that, by the way?
I
Yeah,
am still
concentration. Okay.
Yeah, it is concentration. I'm holding him there. We've got to get some info out of these guys. I'm trying to think about the best way to do this. I can disengage without penalty now.
Yeah,
So,
you can't listen. You can't let them run away. Is all
No,
I'm
that's what I'm saying, dude. So Nico has acrobatics +9, dude. He's extremely hardcore on some acrobatics.
He's a parkour
So-
guy.
He is, dude. He's all about parkour, and this dude's really high. Rocky, there's a hay cart or some kind of shrubbery there in front of this
Yeah.
tall roof.
Uh-huh.
If I burn my sprint
Mhm.
to get up here to this cultist 6,
Mhm.
do you think if I roll an acrobatics that's sufficient for you? Could I get up there to him to actually engage with him? And
Let me see here. So that gives you 60 feet of movement, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Yep. I'm fudging it slightly, but I like it, so I'm going to say
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, so I'm gonna make a beeline right now.
Give me, a,
since
give,
I'm
me
out
a,
of the-
give me a beefy
yeah,
acrobatics
dude.
roll.
I know, man. I'm bringing it. It's got to be beefy. You know, I dig it. I'm just gonna try it. We gotta hold this guy. He's weakened. Come on.
I got a plan if you don't make it. So
How about that? +9.
+9. Yeah, you're good,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you guys watch Nico and he's in drag, but he's just
Ninja,
like,
dude. Oh, dude, I've got high. Hey,
like,
can I please have high heels too?
oh, absolutely.
Yes.
So you just sort of like ninja jump up onto the thing twice, land right by that guy, and he's got this confused, crazy look in his face, and almost like he sees you, but he doesn't see you, but then he sees you, and then he turns away, looking at everybody on the ground again, very confused.
Very nice. Okay, I think I'm done here. I'm by the guy. Yeah, thanks for moving my token. I'm by the guy. He's our mark. I'm gonna say, everyone focus on him. We have to keep this guy in the group. We're going to ask him questions. It's going to be very fun. And that leaves only Cultist 2 up top.
All right, Dr. Crawford.
Okay, all right. So I am going to use Insightful Fighting on Cultist number 2. My bonus action. Fight is 5. That's a crit.
Okay, I'll take it. Good.
All right. So then I'm going to move up my distance. That's 5 feet, 10 feet. Diagonals are double, right?
Every other.
So
Every other diagonal's double.
Do we start with the first one? Double
first one's doubled, yep.
Good. 20, 25, 30. Okay, so now my distance between him and me is 5, 10, 15, 20, one short. Okay, so I'm a little hazy on the mechanics here, so forgive me. We might have to look this up unless Rocky knows the rule off the top of his head. I have an item here. It's a dagger. Apparently I can throw it.
Yep.
Its range is listed as 20/60.
Yep.
So I understand correctly, if it's after the 20 feet range, I start taking some sort of penalty up to the 60-foot range.
No. So if I understand correctly, the 20 to 60 is just the normal roll range, and then it's disadvantage if it's closer than 20 or further than 60.
Oh, okay. So then I'm good. Okay. All right. So then I'm gonna roll I'm gonna throw not my +1 dagger, but my regular one I had since the game started. Roll 1d20 plus 7 for weapon. Yes.
That's a hit.
Hit. Okay, so then I'm rolling sneak attack damage on this. 1d4 plus 4 plus 36. Physical damage.
How's he go out?
Frickin' I throw the dagger and it catches him right in the eye, goes through his skull, and it just stays there, and he just kind of crumples over.
Yeah, I mean, you could see he was like ready to run, like he wasn't even trying to keep fighting, and you just like run over there and just like drop to a knee, throw that dagger out, and it just goes right into his eye, and he just sort of staggers for a moment and just falls over backwards. All right, so we'll
bonus action, attack, movement. All I've got is a reaction, so I'm done.
All right, so it is their turn. So let's see what this guy does. Oh, hold on a minute. Get rid of this dude. Oh, jeez. What the heck? Oh, there he is. Sorry, my Roll20's not cooperating. Let's get rid of that, and boom. And get back to this. Okay, Cultist 6. So Nico, he's there. He's looking all confused and shit. Let's roll a D8 and see, or excuse me, D3, 4, D4. So Disdain 1, Crawford 2, Rogar 3, Nico 4. Let's see who he thinks he should attack. Nico. He's going to attack Nico.
Of course.
So he pulls a dagger out of his robe and makes a slashing motion at you. 16, actually it was supposed to be +4, so it's 18, but okay, so that's a hit, buddy. For 3 damage. So I got you at 33 out of 39.
Sounds good.
Okay, but yeah, besides that, he's all so
Sure.
let's just, unless you guys plan on pelting from the ground.
Oh no.
we'll just wrap combat up there.
Sure.
And what do you want to do with him, Nico?
So Nico, I'm going to can I burn actually I'm not gonna burn shit. I'm just gonna call out to my party. I'm gonna say, can anyone help our new friend down? He is extra saucy tonight. And I'm just gonna go and hold my side and be like, he stings me.
Rogar is going to take a rope out of his travel satchel. And he's going to lasso this dude and drag him to the ground.
Damn, dude.
Okay. So yeah, so you guys get him roped up. You crawl back down, Nico. You're all got some slight injuries. You burned some spell slots, but pretty much you guys kicked their ass. That was really cool. So you got this guy. He's all bound up. I assume you end the spell on him, and he's just like, I've been chosen. I've been chosen by our dark masters to be sacrificed. Yes, that's why you were able to capture me. It is their will.
Okay, we're not quite done with combat here. I'm gonna go ahead and burn my last spell slot here. This dog will not hunt, Rocky.
Okay.
And you know damn well why not. We're here for the info. So I'm burning my last spell slot.
Wait, 1 second, Enos. Wait. Before you dive into that, like, let me try. I am his god. He's
Oh shit, that's pretty good too, man. All right, go your way, man. And if go.
And
I
I'm
love it.
deceptive as hell. So let me see. So I walk over to him. I get right up into his face and I say, "Is this not the face of your god?"
He just kind of looks in your face. He says, "The blood of my masters flows through your veins, but you are just a man." And he kind of spits.
So that's when I go and I take the dagger that I have because it's the only thing I do, and I give myself a slight little nick. I don't know how much you want to charge me for that.
No, nothing. Just a little nick. No problem.
So I give that and I put the blood and I just drip it onto my finger and I say, "And if this is something that you want," and I go and I put it right across his forehead, grab his throat, and I say, "You need to tell us where your masters may be."
So it feels like intimidation, but I think for him, do you have what's better, intimidation or persuasion for you?
I think both are not. I basically I almost I want to be
Equal?
intimidating, but I also want to be like more.
Well, and I
this-
think he would what you just did with the blood and everything. That would be like an ecstatic thing for him. Like, so I almost feel like even if you're meaning it as an intimidation, it would actually be more like persuasion. At least how he would take it.
I'm hoping more to be like, yes, show me where they are so I can give myself being deceptive in a sense. Like
Okay.
I'll give myself like, this is my blood. I'm willing to sacrifice it, but take me.
Okay. So then in that case, give me a deception roll.
Because I am better at deception.
Come on, Disdain, you got this.
Ooh.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to give him a disadvantage. Insight. So it'd be a 9.
Shit, dude,
Okay.
he's just rolling out 50s.
No. Well, it's an 11 and a 16, so he takes the 11, and then it's well, he's not -2 wisdom. Yeah, I'm sorry, he just barely beat it, man. So he's like, for a split second, you can tell he gets excited. He goes, no, the mistress taught us that tieflings are not masters. They are simply blessed to have the blood of devils in their veins. We need your blood, not you.
So then I take his face and I rub it in the dirt to get the blood off, and I throw him to Nico.
And when he lands at my feet, Nico is burning his last spell slot. He's doing major illusion here.
Okay.
Major illusion. And he is persuasive as hell, dude. Nico is all been up. He looks exactly like the spitting image of his leader.
Okay, of the girl?
Of the girl, absolutely.
All
Flowing robes,
All right.
everything.
Okay, so you become her.
I become her. That's a spell slot. and I'm gonna shout out to him. You are such a fool. Why have they chosen you? You were supposed to have the full blessing of our masters, and instead you spit at their feet. I am so disappointed. Everyone else was the sacrifice, not you. You were supposed to become above us all.
All right, inspiration. So he goes, Mistress, I'm, s- I, it was a test. All of this was a test.
Exactly. Exactly, my student, my love. You're finally getting it. I've
I,
been telling you this entire time I saw something special in you.
I don't remember you saying that to me, but that's okay. I knew I was worthy. I knew I was the chosen one of our group. I'm sorry, Master. He says to you, Disdain. I'm sorry I disrespected you. Your blood is sacred. You are sacred. Forgive me. I am a fool. I'll do anything you command.
Our master is here. Can you not see? He only chooses the lowly form of a tiefling to deceive those around him so that he can pass in safety. Tell him what he wants to know. And I'm going to kick him over to back to Disdain. He's going to roll like 6 times. It's going to be bad.
I stop with my foot. Now speak, vermin.
What do you want to know?
What are you doing in this city?
I've lived here my whole life.
What is your cult doing in this city?
What's a cult? We're not a cult. We're like a loose association,
We're a close family.
a close family of friends. He
Shared interests.
just some common
We're-
interests and overlap, if you will.
Another cultist pops up over the bushes and says, I thought we were an autonomous collective.
So he says we embrace the power of devils. We know that through devils we can have the power to survive in this land and perhaps even leave this land and find our kingdom in hell.
You're not afraid of the morning god or Strahd himself?
He says, we are taught that Count Strahd himself is one who has found uh, communion with devils, and he is revered among our group, though we had nothing to do with him. But as far as the morning lord, he is nothing. He has no power. He's a myth, make believe.
You say that, but I've seen my buddy over here do some pretty awesome things with the power of God. Ain't that right, Rogar?
Rogar gruffs at him. Ugh.
It's just magic. It's just magic. I don't believe in the gods. Yes, besides, I thought you were. He looks back at you, Nico, kind of confused that Disdain would say that.
And I'm going to summon up some kind of illusory image around me that it, cements his affirmation that I am who he thinks I am, which is like swirling darkness around me.
Oh, mistress, you're so powerful with the darkness.
I'm going to stride over to him and I'm going to say, would you quit playing games with our master? You will respond to his every question without doubt. Is that understood?
Yes,
You were
mistress,
not taught this
I'm
way.
sorry.
I
I'm
did
sorry.
not teach you this way. Nobody's
Yes.
got time for that shit.
He's like, yes, mistress, I'm so sorry. He turns back. He's like, please, master, ask me anything else. I'll answer anything I can.
Where
Where,
Just tell him, where do we congregate? He wants to bless us with his presence. Where is our den? Where is our lair? Where do we come to enjoy our ceremonies together as a family? Tell him. He will come and visit us, bless us with his presence. Tell him.
Mistress, are you sure? What about you?
Yes, of course. We're all a family, and he is our master. Let us invite him. Let us enjoy banquet with him.
If you command, mistress, we meet in several places, but our main ceremonies are always held underneath Walkta House.
Exactly. Walk the house.
And
Master, you may come and we will feast on the blood of innocence together. And I'm going to give Disdain inspiration, my final one for the night. That's the last one that I have to give out, Rocky.
okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, until you get a short
And-
rest, but yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, till I get a short rest. And, Disdain can choose to finish this guy off, send him to the hell he wants to be in, but I think we've pumped this guy for enough info above the table. And now we're heading back. So, yes, you will come with us. You will be right there, and we will feast on the blood of the innocents with us and our master. Do not worry, you're in very good hands.
All right, Disdain, what are you going to do with that?
Well, at that point, I decided to go up to him very slowly, whisper in his ear, and just say,
Come on.
"You've been a great service to your master. Now I need you to take this dagger and kill yourself for the Lord."
He takes the dagger and his hand is shaking. He says, "Is this another test?"
And I'm going to stride forward and I'm going to say, this is the best test of all. You are found most worthy. There is no higher honor bestowed on us. I didn't even get this chance.
Give me a deception, Disdain. I'll give you advantage.
All right.
And you might as well throw Nico's in there.
God, dude.
With it.
Dude, I feel so bad right now for what we're doing to this guy. We might have been able to save him, but it's way more fun this way. And that's why I hate this game, because it makes me go against my nature. Oh, it's so bad.
And 1d8, right?
Yeah, throw it all on there, man. This guy's we got to see some juice.
All right.
Okay. So that's a 20. Wait, so you had 19, or excuse me, you had 12
25.
plus 7, 19, plus 6,
Oh.
25. Yeah, that's really high.
Oh,
So he looks at the illusion one last time. A tear comes down his cheek. He looks up at you, Disdain. He smiles. He says, "Yes, I see it now. I see that this is the test." And he just plunges the dagger into his own heart and just, it feels so cold. And then he just flops over.
oh.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh, he did try to shoot us with a bow and arrow. He did attack us. I mean, that was self-defense. I mean, Cobra Kai, you strike first, you strike hard, and there's no mercy. That's what we
Sweep the
do.
leg. Yeah.
So I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. I promise. I'm going to sleep like a baby. I swear.
Look, this guy had 3 kids. He thought it would be fun to hang out with a cult on the weekends, right?
Oh, dude, I know, man.
He's like
I
a
know.
helicopter dad that
I
just
know,
really,
dude.
really enjoys himself.
I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. God,
Okay,
maybe that was a
okay.
bad plan.
First off, let's relate. You did cut a guy in half about 20 minutes earlier.
But he deserved it. This guy was not. He did not.
and we did Nico did go and get that guy in Baravia, the guard. And
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, that guy didn't have a chance. Like it wasn't even like 2 seconds with him. He was dead. But this one, I actually had an active hand to play in his demise, and like I'm basically made him do it. You and me together, man. So like the dark powers are starting to coalesce around us. So it's not good, dude. Whatever. Nothing good came out of tonight. I promise. I swear. I swear this is gonna.
You are right about that.
Dude, this is gonna haunt us, man. But dude, that was fun. It was
Yeah,
so
thanks,
fun,
guys.
and we
That
worked
was a lot of
together.
fun.
Good job tonight.
Yeah, the y'all's
It was
combat was
fun.
on point tonight. That was really cool. I
was
was
fun,
curious how that
guys.
was going to go, and you guys did great. So, all right, gentlemen, enjoy your evening, and thank you for playing Curse of Strahd. Till
Likewise,
next time.
Rocky.
Key,
It
it ain't fun.
DMing again.
Thank you.
Yep, appreciate it, buddy.
All right, good night, guys.